What's going on, people? It's your boy Market Omega back at it again with another weekly recap. I'll be going over a few standout trades from this week, so let's go. All right, so I'll be going over trades from this week. I only took a trade on the 14th, and I also took two trades today. Now, I wasn't able to trade as much this week because I had to take care of some personal stuff. And by personal stuff, I mean my wife was pregnant and we just had a baby this week. So I wasn't able to trade. I was in and out of the hospital. And, I think I only took one trade on the 14th and then two trades today. And that was it for this week. So I'll just go over a few standout trades from this week. Now, just to start off, we had this. Let me take a look at the SPY here. So, as you can see, the SPY has pulled back some, which I actually thought it was going to do just that. So, if you take a look right here, actually, let me go back a little further. Let's do 2 years, right? So 2 years, the market is broken out, and this is the Corona dump right here. Right here is the Corona dump. Okay, so. We dumped from this level all the way down here and then rebounded less than 6 months. And then actually we broke out to new all-time highs. Now, usually when a stock or market breaks out of all-time highs, it tends to retrace and like pull back to test that breakout level, which I actually think this is what's happening. Now, a lot of you might ask, hey, why didn't it just touch this level and then just rebound, just like that? But a lot of times it'll break through this level and shake out a lot of the weak hands. And then, sometimes it'll consolidate and before it continues on its journey. Now, it's pulled back. It actually went all the way down to like this 320, what's that, 328 level. I actually think that we should start rebounding starting next week. I think we should start rebounding. Worst case scenario, we get to like this 322 level. If we break 320s, then I'll start getting nervous. Like, okay, we're actually going a lot further down. But I actually think that we should get back to this all-time high level either end of October or sometime early November. I think so. I mean, this is just my opinion. I'm not a financial advisor. Do with it what you want. This is just my opinion. Just based on the patterns, I actually think that we could get back to all-time highs by sometime in November, either middle of October or early November. Okay. So to go over the trades that I took this week. So I took a trade VXRT, and I took that on the 14th. So let me go in there for you guys here. Let me see what's the best time frame to use. So the 14th was right here, and I basically took that on a pattern trade. It was pretty much a pattern trade, and let me show you guys. Now, a lot of you guys know that I trade. One of my strategies is patterns. I'm more so. I'm long biased, so I usually go long about 70% of the time. And when I do go long, I have some strategies that I employ based on like the movement of the stock and volume and the momentum and all of that. And patterns, trading patterns is one of them. And as you can see right here, there was an ascending triangle right here. If you see this, this was a lower high. Actually, no, sorry. This was a higher low. My bad. So this was a higher low, and it's holding above the moving averages. If you take a look right here, this is an ascending triangle, and boom! As soon as it broke this level, I got long. I think I actually got long at like 660, and I added on this break right here, brought my average down, and boom! It took off, and I scaled out. And I mean, if you didn't want to buy it on this break, you could just wait for the retest, and then boom. Just get long and then just scale out. I mean, it actually had over a point of move. This went from like this breakout level of this, what, 560s all the way to like 830s. I mean, geez, that's almost 2 points off of this breakout right here. So this was a trade, and it was a really good day. I scaled out on this move, and I think my last sell was like right here on this level. So this was really good. So that's that for VXRT. So the trades from today, we had KODK, we had SAVA, we had INO. Let me go into the intraday. We had SAVA, INO, PIC, CRDF, CLRO, and then we had BPTH. Well, BPTH wasn't a gapper. That was a midday mover. And, I just added it. When it was popping, somebody alerted it in chat, and I just looked at it and added it to my watch list. But had no volume. It basically just popped and tanked. So I didn't trade that at all. But I traded KODK. So before the market opened, I took KODK and I took that in pre-market. So I basically took that in pre-market, and that was, where did I even get that? I think it was like right here, somewhere around here on this break. I took this trade right here, and then sold this move right here. As soon as it broke out, I got long and then sold this move. And I took that, and I also took SAVA in pre-market. I took SAVA in pre-market somewhere around here. So before the market opened, I had a cushion on the day, right? So when the market opened, I started watching KODK, and basically the stock came, kept tapping this 11 level and then kept getting bought up, right? So I was watching this. I kept looking at the tape. There were every time it'll break this 11, there'll be a bunch of buys, right? A bunch of buys will hit the tape. And I kept watching this like the 1090s kept getting bought up, right? And every time it'll hit like 1098, it won't move and it'll just go back up, right? And that tells me that there's an iceberg order around 1098. Whenever you see a stock, get to a certain level and it doesn't break, but then when you look at the level 2, it's got like the ask size is like 0. That tells you that there's a hidden buyer or a hidden seller on the level 2. So I just kept watching the stock, and every time it did that, it just kept bouncing up. So I was like, okay, guys, I'm getting long. So I got long right here. I actually think I filled at like 1106 or 11. Where did I even fill? Gosh, I have to look at my execution. So I got long right there, and then, my stop was 11. Now it actually came and broke my stop, right? But here's the thing. I got long around here, and it's been hitting 11 and kept getting bought up every time. So when I got long and it broke 11 while I was in it, I didn't think to sell because I just said, you know what, let me just watch this tape for a little bit and see if that same buyer is going to step up. And sure enough, that buyer came in, stepped up, bought up the stock, and the stock ripped. So I basically sold out on this move right here. This move, I think I sold the first batch in the 30s, I think, or 40s, and then sold the other ones the 60s, and then stopped the rest. So that was basically the move. Now, this was also had a nice, decent pattern right there. If you were watching this right here. This is a nice breakout right there. Just boom, boom, higher lows, boom, breakout, and then go. So that would have been a nice trade if you had taken this right here. This is a nice pattern. But this is the trade I took in KODK, this level. The next trade that I took was SAVA. So SAVA was basically another pattern trade, and a lot of people ask me, how'd you see that? How'd you get into SAVA? And this is basically it here, guys. Let me show you. Let me use a smaller time frame so you can see it a lot clearer. So SAVA was right here. As you can see, I actually drew this right here. This is right here. So you see SAVA, this is a higher low, holding above the moving averages. And this is what you call an ascending triangle. It's like boom, higher low, broke out this level. I got long at 930s. Basically, that was it. And if you take a look at this 1 minute candle right here, You can see if you look at this candle, it has a wide body right there. And that tells you that there's a lot of volume on this break. This wasn't a doji candle, or this was like an actual wide body green candle. So that tells you there's a lot of volume. So I got long right here, 930s, sold some, nine. I think my first sell was like in the 960s or 70s, and then my last sell was over here. I sold over 10. I think I got filled at like 1010. Basically sold right there, and I was done. So that's basically the trade that I took for today. Was just this pattern break right there. A lot of you guys know, I love patterns. I'm a bull bias trader. 70% of the time I go long, and then 30% of the time I short. So I'm not a perma bull or a perma bear. I tend to go either long or short depending on the setup of the stock. And this was an actual long trade right there. And it was just pretty clean. Another trade that I saw was INO. Now, I didn't take INO because I wasn't at my desk. I had errands to run. But I saw it on my phone, and it was just clear as day. If I was at my desk, I would have alerted it to you guys in chat. This was pretty clean, pretty clean. You can see this. And then when I saw this, it just stood out to me, and I'm like, this is perfect. I would have taken this trade, But, I had to take care of my, I was in a doctor's office and, with my family. So I can't stand in front of the doctor and pull out my phone to start making a trade. I'm not that, that desperate. But, if you can take a look right here, this is perfect. Higher low, holding above moving averages. This is what you call a wedge right there. Let me redraw it so you can see it clearly. Right here. See, bam. See that? Pure beauty. This is a clean pattern. It doesn't get cleaner than this. I love patterns like this. Look at this. Consolidation, higher low, ABCD, boom, break out, get long, scale out. That's what I would have done if I actually took this trade. I would have gotten long right there. It would have been a beautiful trade for me. Awesome trade. But so yeah, I didn't get a chance to trade it, but this was I just wanted to bring it to you guys so you can kind of take a look at and see what I would have been looking at had I taken this trade. Okay. All right, so I always like to end my week recap on Tesla. Tesla has provided liquidity for a lot of traders. There are a lot of people that trade Tesla. I mean, Tesla is a very liquid stock. It's got a lot of range. I mean, you can get multiple points of this stock. You can take a lot of size on this and make some decent profits. And that's why a lot of people trade Tesla. A lot of people in the chat were either shorting Tesla or going long Tesla. And it kept providing much needed liquidity and much needed plays. There was a play on the 17th. There was a play today. There was a play a few days ago. There's always, every day is a play on Tesla. So on the daily chart, I like Tesla, man. This Tesla is one of my long-term holdings. I actually I followed this stock for years, and I'm going to keep following this stock for many more years to come. So this stock, basically, you can see it broke out and it's pulled back. And I kept telling guys, like, dude, like, I was telling people in chat, like, this stock has a mind of its own. Like, I wouldn't want to bet against this stock or Elon Musk. Okay, there's that. I talk about this algo demon, and that stuff that's real, guys. That algo demon is real. Believe it or not, it's freaking real. Okay, it's real. All right, just when you think the stock is tanking and going to the abyss, all of a sudden it just comes out of nowhere and just rips this thing, and that's exactly what's happening. Look at this. This is like, what is this? The low was 9.8, and right here, it's like 9.15. Less than a week, it's gone from 325 all the way to like 450, 460s. Oh gosh, in less than a week, guys. And I actually think, this is my opinion, it's not financial advice. Consult with your financial advisor. This is not financial advice. So, I'm not telling you to buy this stock, but this is just my opinion. I think that this stock will consolidate for a few days. I actually would want to see it like pull back a little bit, consolidate for like 2 or 3 more days, or even make possibly a week if possible, and then come back, break the all-time highs, and keep going. And I think that's what's going to happen. I think the stock is back at all-time highs before November, before end of November. We're back in all-time highs. Like I actually think it's very possible for Tesla to do that. And if it breaks this level, this 502 level, that would be like the equivalent of like 2,300 pre-split. So I think the stock could easily go to 1,000. That's just my opinion, though. It's not financial advice. Don't make decisions based on what I'm talking about. Okay, I'm not a financial advisor. This is just my opinion. I just think this stock could get some legs. All right, so that's it, guys, for this week. Thanks for sticking around. Thanks for watching my video. Feel free to subscribe to madassmoney.com. The link is in the description below. And when you sign into chat, look for me under Market Omega. I'm actually in the chat room there, Market Omega. I post my ideas in chat every day, and I try to walk you guys through what I'm seeing. And you can also follow me on Twitter at Market Omega. I'm usually on Twitter a lot. I post my ideas on stocks, my ideas on cryptocurrencies, and just my general thought process on stuff, on life, on anything, okay? Follow me at Market Omega. Feel free to subscribe to madassmoney.com. Link in the description below. And I'll see you guys next week for another weekly recap. Have a great weekend and take care.